I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me see. Are you doing the right thing? Hey, I see me and you. Hi. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Runner Talk. This week, we sadly enough don't have any glitches because, however, we do have a couple of runs and some news on the side that might shock you a bit here and there. Depends. But no, I'm talking about the sales chart. Oh. Do we now get the spaghetti? That's good. That's epic. However, we are going to start off with a new Minish Cap. Wait.
I had my mic muted.
You are an absolute legend. I'm glad we got this out of the way before actually getting into the meat of things. Oh, Ricky, how could you?
Could you?
How could you, you darn boy? How long has this been going? We just started.
Yes.
But lovelies, first topic of the day, Minish Cap, new record, bing bang bong.
Yeah, we just had like roughly like 2 weeks ago. We were talking about a new glitch.
Yes,
I'm not really sure. Was it 2 weeks ago? We were talking about the new glitch, which allowed for a boss key skip in Fire Cavern. Was it? Fire Dungeon? Fire.
In the mines. What's the name of the mines again in the game?
You knew it last time. Why can't? Why?
Yeah, it was just for skip the key so you can get to Glee Rock straight away.
Yeah, whatever Glee Rock is. I haven't played this game.
The boss of the mines.
Wasn't it called Fire Cave?
No, it's something mines. I swear to God.
Are you sure?
All right, you know what? Fuck me.
What are you doing?
I am going to Google it now because you're like, are you sure it's mines even though I've never played this game? All right, I'll have a look for you.
You told me last time, and I was like, this is such a simple name. I could have thought of that.
Oh, you were right. It's not mine. What do you think it is?
I think you said something like Fire Cave.
It's the Cave of Flames.
Close enough. I knew it was simple.
All right, you were right. That doesn't matter right now. I was wrong. I'm gonna cry tonight.
I'm right for once.
God damn it. Gosh darn it. However, there, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Ooh, does he use the skip? Let me have a look.
I'm really trying to find it, but.
Oh, what the?
No.
Yeah, it uses what looks like a similar skip. Basically, what he does, it's seen at 33, around 33, is he places what I think is an enemy, as far as I can see. I think it's one of the magma slugs, or it's the switch. No, he takes the switch. Oh, whoa, no, this guy's using a completely different trick. Hold on. Yes, this is a completely different trick. I've never seen this before. He basically uses, there's a section. All right, there's a section where you need to get a certain lever. You need to grab a bunch of magma slug type creatures, put them in the holes so you can get to the lever and continue. But what he seems to do is place the first and the last one, grab it, and then pull the thing away without having the others in there at all, even though he's like missing 3 of them. And then he's placing that in between the layers, which yet again allows him to kind of get stuck between the lower and the upper layer. And this in turn allows him to just walk anywhere, basically.
Wait, I want to see that.
Which we already saw like 3 weeks ago. However, they did it with the Cane of Paki instead of using this lever. So it's quite interesting to see that they have a new way of pulling this off here.
Yeah, I just saw it for a little bit and I was like, what just happened?
I think it's a new trick at least. Because why would the other trick be relevant? because it basically accomplishes the same goal.
What?
Yeah, oh, you see it now. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's really odd.
Why can't you even push that?
Fuck knows, really. Who knows? Who knows? I just know it works. And it uses the same principle as the one we saw with the Kanapaki, where... because the Kanapaki one is where they take a hole, put the Kanapaki in it,
Yeah.
and then jump out of it at an angle, and then they get in between those two layers, the upper floor and the lower floor, and then they are kind of stuck in that in-between area again, and they can walk anywhere. However, here they're just using the lever to accomplish basically the same goal. Interesting.
Why are
Interesting.
games
I didn't
so
know this was
broken?
possible. This is the layering stuff. You see that with a lot of 2D games.
Yeah, I know, but
It's really weird that that works. Because theoretically, I don't know exactly what the requirements are for pulling it off, but if it's as simple as it looks, then this could even happen in random gameplay. That you just pull that lever out of there in such a whack way.
I wouldn't even be surprised in all honesty. Oh my god.
That could legitimately just happen in normal gameplay. Wow, that's surprising.
I mean, that was
absolutely
basically
broken.
how most of the glitches were found at first. It was really just normal gameplay.
Yeah, fair. Oh, my
Oh
God.
boy. But we're a little short in time, right?
Exactly.
Again, because
So,
we're always short in time.
we're always short on time. Somebody.
Why are we always
and-
so busy?
I don't know. However, this isn't the only little new run that we have seen. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in those chilly dark days when other games also get world records, and one of them is the well-known Wind Waker.
Once again.
Because, like, a little recap for you, lovelies out there. For the last couple of weeks, our lives have been the Wind Waker GameCube, because barrier skip, duh. So yeah, the barrier around Hyrule Castle can now be skipped by basically unloading the barrier by overloading the memory with random horseshit that isn't needed. And all of a sudden, life has been breathed into the lungs of this game, and
Yeah.
everybody's picking it up at record pace. And of course, new records are found are made back to back to back, because it's still quite a crude route, and people aren't as good at it yet, and it's not as optimized yet. So we're kind of in that phase. So it's World Record City right now.
But don't worry, if you have not ever played this game and think about picking it up, it's still as hard as it was before.
It's not getting any easier.
Nope, this game. I mean, it's gotten a little easier, but it's still really hard. Like, really darn hard. Especially the beginning. You need to do a manual super swim in the beginning. And that
is manual super swim from outset to
Yeah, to Dragon Race.
is that still a thing?
It
Oh,
wasn't really a thing in SD before, only in HD, and now
Yeah,
it's
that's
also
what
a
I know
thing
it
in
from.
HD. Now it's also a thing in SD.
For the people who don't know, manual super swim is basically manipulating swimming. I'll keep it really basic. Manipulating swimming, and you can get a lot of speed by doing that, by kind of going back and forth. And you do that on outset to get out of there and just skip a big part of the beginning.
Yeah.
However, it is very tricky to do so, and so many people just reset on it. I've seen tons of people reset on the HD version of the game, at least. Link is used to reset like a couple of times every attempt.
You see people being stuck there for literal hours, so
Oh yeah,
this game just doesn't get easier.
People were so happy that at like SGDQ or one of the AGDQ games at events at least, that it worked off right away, basically.
The funny thing about this game is, the game was super hard to begin with already, and eventually a route got found that made use of manual super swims. And everyone who ran the game, the few people that ran the game that still cared, were like, geez, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna go with manual super swims. Like, we're not that masochistic. And now everyone's doing it.
But that's, isn't, when did they start doing that? Did that transition happen when more HD players came in? When regular HD players, or when barrier skip was found at least?
When barrier skip was found, they were basically forced to do it.
Yeah,
but
fair.
yeah, but like I said, Wind Waker SD is such a crazy hard run compared to HD that people were like, we're resetting so much already, we're not gonna do that. And now they're doing it anyways.
All for that sweet, sweet, sweet title, kids. Everybody wants it. Oh, what is it? Because what is the oh my god.
This game's gone down so much.
4 days. All right. To give people a bit of an idea how fast things have been going. This is just normal any percent, because there's now also a category called no actor unloading, which is basically the new trick that they use for barrier skip. Yeah. In the last 24 days, all right, 19 days ago, 5 hours and 36 minutes. 5th, 24 days ago, 2 hours, 51 minutes. 4th, 20 days ago, 1 hour and 49 minutes. 3 days ago, 1 hour, 43 minutes. And then on 2nd, 1 hour, 35. 6 days ago, and now the brand new world record, 4 days old, crispy as all hell, crispy like fried chicken that came out of the fryer, the crispy batter, 4 days old at 1 hour and 14 minutes.
1 hour, 14 minutes, and 14 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's 14:14. It's even better. I hope it was 14:14:14. Like
that would be super neat.
Oh, that would be amazing. Sadly enough, they don't show milliseconds. But
they're doing storage here. This runs all over the place. I haven't entirely seen a run yet, but
same.
But
it's just been.
I'm
kind of waiting for it to be optimized.
Let's just look at what he's gonna do now. In a second, I hope. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yes, thank you.
But yeah,
walking up the wall and now walking up the wooden plank. Let's go.
This game's broken, everybody. Oh, the records are beaten so fast. The amount of time that's gonna be cut, absolutely stupid.
Yep.
Because, like, what was it now? 2 or 3 weeks ago, I made the claim that we'll get to sub 1 hour in like a month.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
I might not be completely on the money for that, but I think sub 1 hour is close. I think it will work. I'm gonna keep the dream alive. Sub 1 hour.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, look at Skyward Sword. When Skyward Sword got broken, there were so many people running Skyward Sword because Skyward Sword is not such a hard run still, even with reverse bit magic. This game is difficult. You don't just pick up Wind Waker and be like, I'm running this now. No, you're like, you pick up Wind Waker and you're like, I'm gonna kill myself now. But
bit of a harsh way of putting it. Jeez.
I'm sorry. But this game takes souls. Like, you don't need a demon in this world, you just pick up Wind Waker. It doesn't give you anything in return, but... Well,
then it's kind of ironic that the current world record holder for any percent is called Demon.
Yeah, oh, I never thought
oh, sick plays! Just like a math teacher who says to a kid who's complaining about the classroom being cold, go stand in the corner, it's 90 degrees. It's just like that at this point.
I haven't heard that one yet. I haven't.
Oh really? You haven't heard of that one yet?
No, I haven't.
It's actually quite a good math joke. It's probably the best math joke I know. Go stand in the corner. It's 90 degrees. It's like the best math joke. Oh,
Oh my
and even
god. Oh.
and even as little side note, yeah, on Demon's Run, it says better, comma, but still a lot of time saved.
Yep, there can still be a lot of time saved. Wait, where does it say that?
If you keep your mouse on his name, you can see a little note for it.
You're talking about speedrun.com?
Yeah.
Hold up.
Gymnast called his own second his second place run. He called it bad.
Every runner ever. Let me search.
Oh, 1 hour and 14 minutes. And just remember, the current world record for no character unloading, yeah, which doesn't use barrier skip, is 3 hours and 48 minutes. And now the ending percent with that barrier skip is 1 hour and 14. Is Wind Waker HD actually sub? Yeah, Wind Waker HD is sub
Yes.
1 hour. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
100%. All right. GameCube Wind Waker, 100% sub 1 hour at some
I'm
point.
still so amazed by this because, like I said, Wind Waker used to be the longest speedrun there is, and it was already pretty darn broken. And now it's like gone.
Basically, it's Deathstroke. The only problem it had was barrier.
Yeah.
Literally, the only problem it had. Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Getting records back to back to back to back to back to back. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. But there are more crazy records in this world. And
Yeah,
one
no,
of them
the next one is, oh my god.
Super Mario 64. 120 star. By
This-
Cheese, right?
Yes. This one, I don't even
I've
know
heard
where to
about this.
begin. I don't
I-
even... Like, Cheese is an amazing person. But this run... The funny thing is, there hasn't been really any discoveries for Super Mario 64 over the last couple of years. And I remember when Siglemek was running it, and back then he got a 143. I remember articles. What?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Cheese
god.
got screwed over. You know those notes that I mentioned on every run? He included finally dot as because his run is just a second faster.
Yeah, it's not valid.
It's not valid because there's
His
it
capture
says
card died.
mod edit. Run has been marked as unverified due to 35 seconds of missing footage.
Yes. His capture card died mid-run.
Oh my god.
It's still the fastest run that has ever been done. But it's just not verified. Which is super, super sad.
Oh my god.
Like, he's been trying so hard. And he's not going to improve it. At least not for now. I want to see if he went for the JRB strat at the beginning.
Holy cannoli. That's extremely sad that it's not verified. Oh
Yeah.
my god. That actually shocked me when I read that.
You looked shocked, dude.
I was like, oh no! How? Because I saw how happy he was. Because I saw the video and like I
Yeah.
saw some stuff on Twitter about it. I was like, damn, you know? And then, oh my god, bruh.
I actually learned the frame walk. Oh, you failed the frame walk.
Still, it's really impressive that he finally...
This is beyond impressive, in my opinion. Like I said, oh yeah, that was what I was originally talking about. So back then, like I think it was 2014 or something, Siglemek was still active. And back then, Siglemek was like the non-plus ultra. Like he was by far the best SM64 runner. And when he got his 142, I believe, there's been lots of articles all over the world being like, this was the God run. This was perfect. This cannot be improved. Never. SM64 120 star is dead. That was with 142. There's been no real strats found. And people, like, she's just got a 138, which is 4 minutes faster. 4 minutes. And yeah, it's not valid. Just so
It's still quite crazy on the other hand for how minimalistic the gains are on runs, how much it still ran. Because the difference between all the records is milliseconds.
Yes.
Literally. Or maybe a second, no, not even a second. Most of them are just milliseconds. We're talking about 6. But the difference between second and first place is 6 milliseconds. No, is that... No, 6 seconds,
No.
I mean. Not milliseconds.
I was about to ask.
Sorry, my brain just went absolutely ape. 6 seconds. I mean, it's still nothing. Why? I don't... Usually when this happens, games aren't ran as much anymore. Because people are like, you know, I'm doing this for seconds.
Nah, Super Mario 64 has had such an upswing when it comes to speedrunning. It's just mind-blowing. Like, most games, when they get optimized, people hop off because they're like, I can't beat that, I'm done. But
Yeah,
this
exactly.
game, for some reason, people were like, I mean, I can't beat it, but I'm still gonna run this game. Like, what? That makes so little sense, but it's actually super amazing.
Because with a lot of other games, I've seen time and time again that when the optimization is at its peak, that people usually sign off, or a lot of people at least.
Yeah.
And that the community kind of dies out, sort of.
But it's not the case with this game, which is
crazy.
crazy.
Which is very surprising.
I mean, even
That's
Puncation came back. And even Ziglemic came back for a race. He was retiring in like 2014 or 15. I was like, nah, I'm done with this game. I'm over playing StarCraft now. And we actually saw him at a race. Like going to an esports event and racing Super Mario 64 last year. Which no one expected, and I think he didn't announce it. He was just there all of a sudden.
Was he out of shape?
I think a little, yeah. But still, he was playing really well.
Could you beat him?
No. 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 I already claimed at ESA that I could beat Cheese in Ocarina of Time, and that was the greatest mistake I've ever done.
Did you beat him?
No, we're gonna race. We're gonna race at ESA next year, and I said I'm gonna beat him.
Oh.
I wasn't super.
You're always such a ballsy fucker. I would be prepared if I was you.
Now that she's got his 138, he's actually starting, like, he's gonna start playing Ocarina of Time again. And I'm like, soon.
Ricky, for the love of God, get a grip on reality and do things. If you lose this, there goes your entire reputation.
What reputation?
Fair enough.
Oh, amazing.
Crazy man.
Is just absolutely insane.
However, aside from those lovely speedruns that are, of course, like, that absolutely fry my brain like a donut being dropped in frying oil, there is more good news and stuff on the horizon. One of them being the well-known and legendary, absolute legend, new Switch version.
You said like that, and I was like, oh my god, what is he going to talk about? You confused me.
that was the goal. Because finally, the new Nintendo Switch, which we discussed 2 weeks ago or something, a while ago at least.
Yes.
Has finally hit the market. And the box you're seeing on screen right now is the box for it. So if you're in the market for a Switch and you want the new version, which has a significantly better battery life, like a mind-bogglingly better battery life, to be more specific, the new and improved model should improve the current Switch's 2.5 to 6.5 battery life to 4.5 to 9 hours of battery life. So
it's crazy.
that's like almost double the battery life just because of a new processor. Well, just a new chip. It's not really a processor because it's more than just processor. A new chip, basically. It's an updated Mariko version of the Tegra X1 chip.
And like I told you before we started the stream already, I thought this was going to be something like the Switch Pro, but it's not. It's actually just your regular Switch. And the one, like, if you get a Switch now in either Australia or Hong Kong, you're going to get a better Switch for the same price. So if you already have a Switch, feel free to feel robbed. Because, well, I don't.
Yeah.
I got mine for free.
I got mine at launch, so I don't feel robbed. But they aren't just in Hong Kong and Australia, because people in America have also picked them up.
Oh, really?
Yes. I saw a YouTuber by the name Spawnwave, friend of mine. Well, not really. I wouldn't say friend, but I know him. I saw that he already had one. He got one locally from a shop somewhere near him.
Oh, right.
So they are in more places than just Australia and Hong Kong. However, I need one.
This makes me wonder, are shops throwing out the old ones now? Probably not. They have no reason to. So is there a good chance for someone that doesn't know about the new Switch to accidentally grab an old one?
Well, what it is, if this is going to be a really weird dilemma, because
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, completely good point. Because you can accidentally grab the wrong one if you don't know, and the way you can see which one is which is by looking at the box. Because the box you're looking at right now is for the new version, while the older one, which is more white-ish, with like that one was white if I remember correctly. Google it real quick. I think it's white at least. If you grab that one, then you'll get an old one. But I assume no one wants the old ones, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know if stores are going to be left with a bunch of old ones, or if they have already been bled dry by people buying them and buying them and buying them since demand for the Switch was so high. So it could be that their stock is already gone, which happened to a lot of stores, to be honest. And now that that stock is gone, they'll just stock the new one, and it's just the new one?
I don't see why they would do that. Like, at least the stores, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Another thing that could just happen is, like, now that these new ones are popping up, people who recently bought a new one could just go back to the shop with their receipt, hand it in, and get the new one, and then they'll still be left with a bunch of older models.
So here we have,
like,
I brought in the old one as well into the image. I guess I'm just going to throw it in here. Like, you're gonna look at it, it doesn't even say anything. Does the box art say anything about new? No, it doesn't. At least not clearly visible.
No, it doesn't mention that this is a new model at all. I think this is gonna be a bigger problem than most of us would think. I think tons of people who recently bought a Switch within now and whenever the receipt lasts are gonna bring back their Switches 100%. For example, if they have a month to bring it back, and they see that the store has a new one, they'll just check, and they'll just bring back the old one and get a new one. And then the store will be left with the older model. I'm really curious how this is going to turn out. They could get like mass returns and everybody wanting the new one.
This is gonna result in quite the loss for the sale shops.
Oh yeah, Nintendo doesn't care. The sales shops are gonna hurt.
Boy, this is gonna be fun to observe.
I know, right? I'm really curious how the shops are gonna handle this at all.
I guess I'm still a sadist.
GameStop was already on the brink of dying, but this is gonna be their death stroke if a lot of people come back with these.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Crazy. Well, sad for all you new Switch owners. I'm probably gonna throw away my Switch and get this new one. I'm probably gonna do that. No,
oh my god.
What?
Okay, we don't have a whole lot. Okay, what would be if you were to go to GameStop, for example? You get a new Switch, and then you return it with your old Switch in it.
Oh. Oh. But you could do that with any Switch, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could.
But then it doesn't have a use. But now it has a specific use. Oh. That is terrible and genius at the same time. Oh, can you imagine people doing that?
Oh my god.
Fucking god. That could... And the store clerk wouldn't know.
Yeah,
They
of
would
course.
have
How would you know?
Charge the Switch. Well, maybe they could find out. Depends if it's on... Maybe it says something in like the patch that it's a new one.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Fuck knows. Really, fuck knows. But still, mind blown. Like, bruh. That is actually something you could do.
I know.
But isn't there the serial code from the console on the box printed? They can control it. Yeah, but they most likely won't.
I don't think
It's
they
not-
do.
I bet.
Yes,
if
it
they,
is.
If they want to put the effort in, I bet they can find out. Oh, this is not the console from this box, or this is an older version of the Switch. However, it visually has no difference. So they would just look at the box, and I mean, if it's just a retail store and you'll just grab one that is busy most of the time, they're not gonna check it that extensively. And
Yeah.
as long as it doesn't happen in like huge waves, you can get away with it. Unless it becomes a trend. If it becomes like a trend and like tons and tons of people employ this trick to get the new version, all right, then it will be a problem and they will actually completely check it. But if it's just a handful of people who come up with this genius strat that is now leaked onto the internet through this video, then there's no problem. Then there's no problem. So anybody who wants a new Switch, employ Thiefbug's trick. If you get sued by GameStop or whatever store, just redirect them to his Twitch channel and tell them to follow him.
Wait, you're telling the lawyers to follow me?
Yeah.
Okay. For as long as they follow, like, hit the follow button. Don't dox me. That's not how it works. Oh no, what did I just do?
The Thiefbug's home address is...
No.
You should be happy that you didn't go to E3.
Yeah, I
would've
saw
been
that.
doxed.
I saw that.
For the people who don't know, E3 doxed like 2,000 people
It didn't
there
dox
in
them.
personal
They
information.
just...
No, they completely doxed them. Do you
did-
know how people got their hands on it?
Wait, I thought that happened because, what was it? ESA, European something. No, it doesn't matter. No, electronics, whatever. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I thought
Yeah.
they accidentally had a link up on their website, which led to like account information of customers and whatnot.
No, they have been retarded for years. Don't worry. They actually said, we have been doing this for years and we never thought it could go this wrong. Legitimately. They have a specific portal for exhibitors and people with stands there, companies and stuff, so they can contact YouTubers. Yeah. To arrange meetings with them at E3 and like play sessions. So what the fuck am I not? And yeah. It's handy to let people access that.
It makes total sense.
It's never gone wrong. It's just a portal that every exhibitor can get their hands on, even though a lot of exhibitors are also just volunteers, basically, that get paid 50 quid to stand there for a day, and that's it. It's not like these people have A, access to the internet, B, are hardcore gamers, love YouTubers and gaming and all that stuff in general, and don't really give a shit about the company that they represent. It's not like that trifecta was ever relevant at E3. No! So that's basically what went wrong. It's so dumb. I actually want to jump off a cliff. Ah, it's so dumb.
I don't know. This episode's not very family friendly. When Baker
No,
makes you
no.
kill yourself, makes you want to kill yourself while you're jumping off a cliff. Okay. We never
Don't say it
said
too
that.
often.
I know.
However, there's something
Wait,
else that's
what's-
important.
Yes, Mario Maker. Japan.
Ricky,
Huh?
you take the lead. You're more enthusiastic about this one.
Am I enthusiastic? God damn it. Yeah, I'm actually fairly surprised about that, but actually the Japanese charts isn't like, went a little unexpected. So Japan is mostly, like, Fire Emblem is super popular in Japan. Super popular. And Fire Emblem Three Houses was supposed to be like a great freaking hit in Japan, which it was. But now there is Mario Maker, and all of a sudden Mario Maker even outsold Fire Emblem in Japan, which I think was really more catered to the Western audience. But here we are, Mario Maker breaking records all over the place, because why the frick not? I'm actually really surprised to see Fire Emblem on the second place in Japan. Like, seriously, I am.
It is surprising because it's like the main demographic for it, but just the numbers that Super Mario Maker 2 pulls in is insane. And personally, when I first saw Super Mario Maker 2 for like the Wii U back in the day, the first one, I was like, this could be such a gigantic hit. And
Yeah.
then the Wii U was like, herp the derp. And that just went down the drain. And now we have the Nintendo Switch, which people actually play.
Yeah.
And I think there is no way of stopping it. I think Super Mario Maker 2 will be in the top 10 as long as the Switch is a platform that people play games on.
Yes.
I think it will be in the top 10 forever.
That thing is not gonna, like, zap out of existence anytime soon. Like, that's just
totally.
not gonna happen.
No, it's gonna be a top performer for a really long time. Just like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I think it will never get out of the top 10.
I mean, Mario Kart's Mario Kart. Like, what do you expect? Everyone loves it.
I'm kind of surprised though that nowadays Breath of the Wild isn't in there anymore.
Really? Are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would last longer.
No.
I thought it would still be a staple of the console.
Well, now that I think about it, yeah.
Since in the beginning, the amount of sales of Breath of the Wild and the Switch was...
That was crazy.
Yeah, there were more copies of Breath of the Wild sold than there were Switches sold. In the beginning, in the first few months. So really, when I saw that, I was like, all right, this trend has got to continue for a while, right?
It's hardly an argument though, because like when the Switch launched, which games has it had? It had like 1-2 play or whatever it's called. I'm not really sure what it's called anymore.
Yeah, but for frick's sake, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still in there, isn't it?
It was not a launch title though.
All
It was
right,
not a launch
fair,
title.
fair.
The only game that was really on the Switch from the beginning on was Breath of the Wild, and that was it. So
What is the monthly sales Breath of the Wild? And of course it searches it in Google Bing, in fucking Bing. I hate Bing. I will cheer the day that Bing just dies.
it's not gonna happen. This is just straight up not gonna happen. There's probably so many people using it because it's a default function for people that really don't know anything about their operating system.
Or computers.
That, yeah, I mean, Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild 1
fair.
to Switch, and then there was another me-oriented game. Yeah, so I didn't even know that there is a me-oriented game. And 1 to Switch was like, what? It was $50 for a party game with, like, oh boy, I'm a cowboy, I'm gonna shoot you.
1-2 Switch was garbage. It showed off in an amazing way what the HD Rumble could do, and HD Rumble is amazing.
Yes.
All 100%. All love to HD Rumble. HD Rumble is amazing and so ridiculously realistic. Holy cannoli. The first time I felt it with like the Ice Cube test. Oh, that's sick. However, 1-2 Switch is just a promo for it.
Yeah.
So,
So
really,
it makes sense that everyone, like, pretty much, I don't want to say literally, but almost everyone, let's say 98% of the people that bought a Switch on release also bought it with Breath of the Wild. So it's just natural that Breath of the Wild had more sales because the Wii U sales came in addition there for the people that couldn't afford a Switch. So it makes sense that Breath of the Wild had more sales than the Switch in the beginning.
No, but I think that was just Switch copies.
That doesn't make sense.
The reason why that happened is because people wanted extra copies for collectors' reasons. And that's why in the beginning of the console, they sold more Breath of the Wild copies and special editions than they did Switches.
Okay.
Because there was also a bit of a weird thing with the launch of Breath of the Wild and like when the limited edition stuff was coming out. That was also
right.
a bit
There was
odd.
a limited edition.
That was also very odd. I think they didn't launch the same day.
I have no idea.
And a lot of people bought the limited edition and never wanted to open it and wanted to keep it pristine, sealed, mint, triple S mint or whatever how the hell you call that with Pokemon cards, and just bought a side copy of Breath of the Wild normal to play that and the collector's edition to collect. What else? And that was apparently a big thing with the game.
Is something I will never understand. I understand it with game cards, but not with video games. I mean, we're not in that age anymore where we're going to be like 20 years from now on where it's going to be like, oh my god, I have a sealed copy of Breath of the Wild. Give me $4,000. No, that's... No.
I'm very sorry, but it will happen.
No.
Breath of the Wild, the big box limited edition version, will go for tons of money within now and 20 years. I can guarantee you that it will. It's limited edition, and just for how economics work with supply and demand, it will go up in value. Whether you like it or not, it's just how economics works. We could rearrange how economics works if you want, but it's just like Pokemon cards.
Realize something. You're right, because it's Nintendo.
Yes.
They're
everything,
just like...
every collector's edition from Nintendo ever.
That's not even because it's a collector edition, but Nintendo just loves to stop producing things.
Yeah, they do that so much. have you ever heard of the game E.T. for, what was it, the Atari?
Yes.
Nobody wants that game. Everybody burned it. Everybody called it the worst game ever. If you have a copy of that game, you'll get a lot of money for it nowadays.
Yeah, because they literally buried it in a desert.
Yeah, and burned them and destroyed them. And yeah, they did everything in their power to get rid of them.
Dude,
but it's...
Oh my god. Imagine
it's just the basics of supply and demand, really.
Imagine being a developer for that game.
They were, Shane, believe me. Even old copies of Nintendo Power are a ton.
Yeah, of course.
In good condition.
The thing was, I didn't want to believe in what you said until I realized what I'm doing to like currently earn a little money on the side because I'm fixing GameCube controllers, and GameCube controllers were basically reintroduced into the economy with Smash Ultimate for a week, and then they stopped producing them again.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, we need GameCube pads, please.
Please?
And Nintendo is just deaf. They don't want to hear it. So now I'm making money on fixing gamepads. Nice!
Yeah, but it's I don't know, it's just with everything. Everything that Nintendo releases in its limited edition of any sort, it will go up in value. Just another example. Yeah, you have a Game Boy SP, AGS.
Oh, the backlit one, you mean?
Yeah. I can't remember there's a backlit, so backlit and frontlit version. Backlit are not as readily available because they didn't make as many of them. Frontlit, they made a ton. Frontlit, still worth a lot of money, still good amount of cash. However, it's nowhere near the amount that a backlit one would be. The difference between a backlit one, look on the back, it says somewhere model number AGS and then a little stripe thingy, and it says 101. That's backlit, and 001 is frontlit. And backlit, yet again, that backlit version, and the only difference between the two is that it's freaking backlit. The backlit version is double the money, easily. Probably more.
Nah.
Depends on the quality of it.
Mine says AGS, so that's not the one.
No, does it say AGS 001?
Yes.
Yeah, then it's frontlit.
Rip.
I have a backlit one. Wait, I have a backlit one. Where is my backlit?
We wanted to keep the episode short. It just doesn't work.
Everybody, my backlit Game Boy's gone. But I do have a frontlit. Give me. But it's just with everything in that regard. If it's just limited or rare in any way, shape, or form, it will just go up in value. Even if it's, we could even take stupid shit like the toenail of like Elvis Presley.
Can we not?
Yeah, but it is.
That is straight up disgusting.
Well, people will give you a fortune for it.
Yeah, they will.
People have paid a fortune for like a sweaty T-shirt from Justin Bieber. Oh, there it is. For example, this one. It will say on the back here.
AGS 001. That's what mine says.
001. You see the 00 here and the 1? It's mirrored, but... And that's because
it's not mirrored. That was totally readable. Yours is backlit, you say? You have the same number as I do.
Yeah, but this is another one.
Oh, okay.
I mod Game Boys, remember?
No, you never mentioned that.
Oh,
you actually never mentioned that.
Oh, really? I do some Game Boy modding on the side as well. Together with like the controller stuff. But for example, with this one, you can see on how the screen works that it's front lit.
Yeah.
So that's like even something minor as that is yet again a gigantic price difference. So people who are buying limited edition stuff in bulk aren't dumb. Even Pokemon cards, mint condition, for example, stuff like Illustrator Pikachu, mint condition, have been going up in price again and again and again.
Yeah, that one done. That one I'm not surprised about.
Yeah, but I mean, you are surprised about Breath of the Wild Collector's Edition, even though it is the best-selling Zelda game.
I just don't understand people.
That's fine. But anyways, lovelies,
yep,
with this little rant about, say, sideways economics, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Runner Talk. We are at the end of it. So, lovelies, thank you for coming. We do this every Wednesday. So we'll probably be back next week. We started about 48 minutes ago and we're stopping now. So those are around the times. So come hang out with us next week and we'll see all of you then. All right, lovelies. I hope you all enjoyed it. Do you want to say something, Ricky? Hello.
Never mind.
Say bye to the lovely humans.
I just realized something, and it doesn't matter. Thanks everyone for watching. Like you said already, nobody paid attention to the upcoming list, so that's good.
Why?
It's okay. Yeah. So I guess we're done for today. Because we're both, I still have to do things, oh my god. Yeah. Hope we'll be seeing you again next week, or whenever we'll be doing things, or uploading videos, or whatnot. And, yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great night. Hope you all have a great week, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye!
Bye!